Just stop. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop. Sorry. Okay, well, you just disturbed the whole fucking neighborhood! Yeah, you fucked up our store. Where the fuck are we supposed to go now?
Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your brother YT back at it again with another video. Let's get back into it, y'all. Y'all know what y'all in for. Y'all read the title. Family, you already know what to do. And if you're brand new too, thumbs up this video so YouTube can push this content out. Smash subscribe to join the tribe and ring the post notification bell as well. Due to the government being shut down, people might not get their stamps in just a few days. Let's get into it.
You have to be a real dumbass if you ever plan on looting these stores, raiding these stores, all because you're not getting your EBT on November 1st. Do you not know that these stores and law enforcement actually be on social media? Do you not know they're already prepared what they're about to do because they already know it's about to be like another Black Friday situation, except it's going to be even worse because people going to actually leaving these stores with cars full of food because their EBT cars not working? Y'all don't think they actually watching social media for that, what y'all about to do?
Shit, y'all better do what me and my girl do. We get us a little Walmart gift card, say about $150. Afterpay, split that being $4. Then we go grocery shopping. Shit, my other homegirl got her Uber gift card. She got like a $200 Uber gift card, split that in $4. She ain't got no car, but she got Uber money. You know what I'm saying? You gotta work with what you got, baby.
Now, I was actually wondering how would this work, so I looked into it, right? I know about gift cards. I thought they were talking about a normal gift card that you would get from the store. No, you can go on Afterpay.com and they have gift cards, digital gift cards that you can buy. And then you can split the payments into 4 because it's on Afterpay. You get what I'm saying? You're using Afterpay's service to split up the payments monthly. So this is what people are doing as an alternative to buying groceries outright. You can split it up. It's a buy now, pay later little workaround where you can split your purchases into 4 payments. It makes it where you only got to pay a portion up front, basically. That's how they're doing it. Not with a traditional gift card. No, you can go to Afterpay. They got gift cards for pretty much every single store. I learned something new, but this might be what many people have to do. That is if you don't want to get caught stealing and end up in the cell. Because you don't want to be in nobody's jail. Somebody said financing groceries is some wild times we're living in. Yes, it is. At least you came up with a solution. Hate when people just sit around and complain. Right. We know how to survive. I found my people because one thing I'm going to do is Afterpay or Klarna my way out. Afterpay gave me a $2,000 limit. We gonna eat. Smart because I'm Afterpaying everything. Exactly. I do the Sam's Club and Wawa gift cards. Gas and groceries. Kroger and Sam's for me. I'm not about to go hungry. If there's a will, there's a way. I just did this with Sam's. Look, so everybody doing the same thing. Everybody doing the same thing. Yeah, this is the solution. This is what everybody doing right now.
This is a message to the grocery stores that earn profit from those that are on SNAP and food stamps. And I'm talking about in the New England area. Shaw's, Stop and Shop, Aldi's, Market Basket, Zebra, even Walmart. It's time for you to give back to your community. Stop asking consumers for donations because I know that's what you're going to do on November 1st, okay? You have made billions of dollars off of families that are either actually paying or that are on SNAP and food stamps. So it is time for you to give back to the community. You can create a little designated area. You can, in your little area where you have your deliveries for people that are picking up items, you can make a little space where you ask them a few questions and you give. You have boxes of food to give away. It should not weigh in and compress on food pantries because they're limited. So that's just my weigh in. Y'all be well and stop again asking consumers for donations. The accountability should rely on you.
That sound good, but the stores wouldn't even allow that. They wouldn't do that. Matter of fact, the government probably wouldn't even allow that. If they saw a store, especially a big name giving out groceries, they would probably shut them down or at least threaten them. Look, y'all got to stop doing that or y'all getting shut down. Y'all going against the agenda. We want these people to starve, right? It just sounds too good to be true. They're not going to do that. No store will give back. The big corporations going to keep being greedy. They don't care if you somebody of the needy. It would be nice if they could do that, right? give away some items, give back to the people that made them billionaires and billion-dollar corporations. But nah, we know that's not gonna happen. Let's keep it 1,000. It's not gonna happen.
Hey, baby. Hey. Oh, y'all. I just came out of there. And the lady said that they did hear that we weren't gonna get them. But she also heard that we might just get them late, or we might not get a full portion of them, like get half a portion or some of them. So it's not really official that we're not gonna get them, because it's a possibility that we're gonna get them. We might just get them late, and we might just get a portion, okay? And y'all, we're gonna be okay. That's why God tell us to stick together. Like, in a time like this, we just gotta stick together, make sure these kids eat. If you got it in your house and somebody ain't got it, give it to them.
Let me comment on this. Sound like they don't know. There's a possibility you could get them. They don't know if you are gonna get them. You could get them late. They don't know if you're getting them. They really don't know. They're just telling y'all something. They basically didn't even answer the question if you will or will not get them. They're just giving you false hope at this point. It's a possibility, meaning if the government opens back up. But if it continues closed down for another month, y'all not getting them. And as far as people, and as far as her saying if you got it in your house, give it to somebody else, I don't see that happening either. Not in America, nah. Unless you good friends with somebody or somebody. Matter of fact, it's gonna be people talking about, nah, you really don't even want to take no food from somebody. They gonna hold that over your head for the rest of your life. Remember in 2025 when your food stamps went out and I gave you 1 box of macaroni? Let's say you end up getting rich, you gonna owe them forever. Let's say you end up stumbling upon a nice amount of money, right? Oh yeah, they gonna want that with interest. You owe me 1,000. That's the least you could do is give me 1,000. You become a millionaire, they gonna be like, yeah, I'm the reason you own right now. It's because of me. I gave you that box of macaroni back in 2025. If it wasn't for me, then you wouldn't even be around to make them millions. You would have died of starvation. Like, nah, you don't want to take nothing from nobody, for real. They gonna hold it over your head. And they definitely not gonna give it with no strings attached. Say I'm lying. Those are the times we living in, for real. Unless you got somebody that's real genuine in your corner, which is very rare.
Feed the children. Sit together. Be a village. Love one another. That's why God tried to teach us to be generous givers from the beginning. Let me add something, because I know from experience, okay? I've had 15, 20 kids in my house. My house is big mama house. If you know how to stretch a meal, we all gonna eat. Okay, baby? Chicken and rice. The family supermarket chicken is $5 and a bag of rice is $2. Clock it. Spaghetti noodles is 99 cents and hamburgers 10. Clock it. You heard me? You heard me? Like, pinto beans is up in that grocery store. Beanies and weenies is up in that grocery store. Okay, baby? Like, you just gotta do what you gotta do to make do with what you got, if that's the situation. But on a serious note, we have to learn how to be generous givers. Like, God gave us the blueprint from the beginning, and we just ran with what we wanted to run with, and now we facing the reality of we should have been running with what God told us to run with from the beginning, and we wouldn't even be panicking. We would not, and that's just the truth. And we love one another, and we gave our neighbors, and we was generous givers, we wouldn't be worried about these. Because we be saying, oh, I know so-and-so got my bad, and so I know I got so-and-so bad.
It's really no community aspect, right? We come from community. We come from tribes. This the thing. Back in the day, you could really go to your neighbor for a cup of sugar. Nowadays, you can't. You don't even talk to the neighbor. There is no community. There is no support system. There is no village. It takes a village to raise a child. That's what they say, right? And there is no village aspect anymore. It's single mothers raising children and single fathers. Barely any two-parent households at that. What village? What community? What support? That's why this problem is so bad. The government has been the support. It hasn't been one another. As far as the struggle foods, meaning the survival meals. I don't know why everybody act like they don't know what survival meals are. Because y'all shouldn't be panicking in the first place if y'all know how to put a meal together, right? You know how to survive off of the bare minimum if you came from that. Now, the real issue might be everybody going out and trying to get that chicken and rice, and the stores might not have any left. Then what y'all gonna do when all of the survival meals are gone? All of the survival food is not available anymore. Then that's when it's gonna really be a problem. People gonna start stealing all of the good stuff, and then they're gonna start stealing that too. Let alone the people that got a couple dollars left, they're gonna be buying all of that up. They're gonna start hoarding it. Then it's gonna be the Hunger Games, for real. Moral of the story, you might wanna go out now, before the 1st, and get what you can get. Because on the first, that's when the real panic gonna kick in, the real shock gonna kick in. People gonna realize, oh, the food stamp's not hidden. It's gonna be an energy that's felt, I'm telling you. And it's gonna be a different story then.
The number of black men rejoicing about black children going hungry is alarming. One guy even said, now that's gonna force women to have to talk to us. That's the only way y'all getting some play, is if people are starving. But because they opened that door, now the Karens have joined the chat. Now the first Karen, they call her Toast Lady, she's already lost her job. Now the second Karen, I'm gonna post a snippet of her video here because I chose not to engage with her on her platform, and I only saw her video because it was stitched by another woman. Now in her video, she did say that she was also a single mom, but she's not that kind of single mom, whatever that means. Anyway, take heed. These people are y'all mutuals. These are your co-workers. These are your friends. I'm gonna end it with this.
This right here is the clip she said she would insert. I'm just gonna play it for y'all.
So I'm just gonna say what everyone is thinking. I don't care that you're losing your food stamps. I don't care that you're losing your free medical. I don't care that you are losing your free housing. Now y'all are just getting a taste of what every other person is going through. I should not have to pay to feed you and your 9 children. I'll be the selfish one. My kid comes first in my eyes, not you.
I know damn well the rich ass black community ain't crying over food stamp benefits and welfare money. I just know the rich ass, designer wearing ass, trip taking, wig wearing, nail wearing, lash wearing.
Hold up, let me get right. Hold up, let me get right. I'm trying to join the party. Hold on. I'm trying to join the party with y'all. Let me join. Can I join? I know the black community ain't crying about no EBT. I know the black community ain't having empathy for other people. I know the black community not out here having empathy for people who gonna lose their food benefits. Not the same black community that send their kids to prom. If you sent your kids to prom, you shouldn't give a fuck. If you scraped your money together to send your kids to one of the most important days of their life, you shouldn't give a fuck about other people.
Is prom really one of the most important days of a kid's life? Look, I ain't go to prom, but look, people was going all out for prom. I'm talking about renting Phantoms, Porsche trucks, Lamborghini trucks, you know, the Urus, wearing Christian Louboutins or Balenciagas. You talking about couple $1,000 shoes, couple thousand on the car rental, couple thousand on the get together before, whatever that's called, you know, the little get together before when they send them off. We talking about y'all spending thousands, but on Section 8 in the hood, right? You talking about scraping pennies together. Look, I don't know what y'all did. It was a lot of finessing probably, you know? But yeah, we talking about them people because that don't make sense. It really don't. To impress other people or look like you're doing better than other people when the family's struggling, living off of government assistance. I agree with Girly in the first video. If you one of the people you designer wearing, $600-700 weave wearing, always got your nails done, and you crying on the internet over food right now, when you had money for all of that, what happened? Now y'all don't got no money for food? Y'all got money for everything that's not important, but no money for what is important. If y'all can scrape up money for prom, thousands of dollars, then y'all can scrape up pennies for food. Am I right? And I'm trying to feel empathy and sympathy for everybody going through it, but I'm talking about the people that really jugged the system and lived like they were millionaires. Every designer bag, everything designer, all their clothing designer, going to Turks, going to Tulum, flexing on social media 24/7. What happened now? How y'all don't got money for food now? A basic necessity, but y'all got money for everything else. Them the ones I don't feel bad for. The ones that's really struggling, yeah. The ones that's working and trying and it's just hard out here and they just can't seem to get ahead, that's different, right? Those the ones we feel bad for. But the other ones where they all had an opportunity to get ahead, but instead y'all spent y'all money on looking like a millionaire instead of trying to become one, investing to become one. We don't feel sorry for y'all.
I know y'all ain't crying. You spent all that money on prom. You spent all that money on graduation so your daughter could be happy. And then you crying about your family members losing their SNAP benefits? I know you ain't crying about that. I know you haven't been going on vacations, taking a break from life after working your ass off 7 days a week and doing Uber at nighttime just so you can afford a vacation, and then crying because your family members losing their SNAP benefits. Not that, black community. If you black and your daughter went to prom, you should shut the fuck up about SNAP. If you black and you been on vacation this year, you should shut up about SNAP. I know. Mind you, let me take this shit off. Mind you, I live in a luxury apartment. I drive a Mercedes. You know what I'm saying? I go on vacations. But I know people that's on SNAP. I know people that's on welfare. I got family members that rely on that food. I can help them out sometime, but that ain't my job. These people is working members of society. These people are working. Do you know for SNAP, you have to, soon as you sign up, if you're not working, you gotta continuously show them that you applying to jobs. Same thing with welfare. You know, when you on SNAP, you gotta continuously send in your paycheck to show them that you're not making more money. How about that? How about the disabled people? How about the veterans? How about the people that fought for this country? How about the military members that's making $40,000 a year in a city that you need $150,000 a year to survive in?
Don't bring the disabled and the military people into this conversation, my guy. I see what he trying to do. He talking about, look, I could help him out, but that's not my job. See, that's the problem too. Everybody like, well, I feel bad for him, but I don't feel bad enough to help nobody, to be a helping hand. No, I'm not gonna do that. But I'm gonna act as if I feel bad for my family members, but I'm not willing to help them though. No, that's not my job. That's the government's job. Input basically irrelevant now.
Oh, Dad, how about the fact that when you in college and you struggling, if you don't have no support from home, you have nothing, because they won't even let you sign up for EBT in college. They want you to struggle. They want the elite to keep on sending their kids to college and the privilege to be able to get their education, while the people that never been able to get some support from a system that's been against us, them niggas can't even survive in college. They end up back home, working at a warehouse on SNAP, because they can't even survive out there. Yeah, how about that? I'm talking about them kids that can't even afford the meal package when you sign up for your tuition. Nobody's co-signed on no FAFSA. Let's talk. Because all y'all want to do is talk about the black community when there's millions of people that's losing. And you think that it's the same people that's on the internet popping their shit, that's the same people that's on here talking about they complain about losing EBT?
First of all, it's not just the black community, my guy. Let's not make it a race thing. It's not just black people complaining. It's not just black people that been milking the system. The main lady that been going viral, I have X amount of kids. I forgot, it's like 6 kids. She was getting like $4,000 per month in food stamps. She got her Benz took because they like, look, you're not gonna drive around in no Benz and be on government assistance. You gotta get rid of that. Her, she wasn't black. Second of all, some of the people that been milking the system that's on the internet complaining, yeah, they are those same people, my guy. They're real life admitting it. Yeah, I've been milking the system. And I'm not about to go to work like y'all. It's y'all job to pay for my kids to eat. What is this dude talking about?
So I'm gonna say this. I don't care what your economic status is right now. If you are blessed enough to not have to use EBT or food stamps to pay for your groceries, if you are blessed enough that you can pay for this food and you don't have to rob Peter to pay Paul to put food on the table, if you are blessed enough that your children not only have food in the house, but they have what they want to eat, okay? Please keep your mouth shut about people who are losing their benefits. I do not understand why people feel the need to speak on them. Oh, they were supposed to be off the system. They need to get a job, this, that, and the third. Do you know some people who have EBT have jobs? It's just that the price to live right now is so freaking high.
Yes, some. Those not the ones we talking about. Y'all keep saying some people have jobs, but we talking about the people who don't got a job, who don't want to get a job. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about the people that have a job that's on government assistance. I just mentioned this earlier because times are hard. We're not talking about them. When we get to saying, look, y'all need to go get a job, y'all need to work like the rest of us. Welcome to the real world. If we're saying that, then y'all got to put 2 and 2 together. Y'all got to use context clues or just use your brain. Straight up. If we're saying welcome to the real world, y'all gotta work like the rest of us, clearly we're not talking to the people that are already working, because they do work like the rest of us. I'm gonna let her continue though.
Groceries are high. There are parents out here, single mothers out here who the non-custodial parent is not doing their part, not helping any way, shape, form, or fashion. You got some people out here who are old, their children are old child support, that the non-custodial parent is egregiously just not doing, and they are going to lose their benefits. I'm only speaking on it because I mind my business, because I am blessed unto the Most High God that I can put food on my table. I can put my children safe foods on the table, which are their preferred foods, especially Charlie. I can do this. Again, hallelujah, thank you, Jesus, without the aid of government assistance. But there are some people in my situation who cannot. If you are not in that situation, you're not in that boat, just be quiet and pray for the people that are. And yes, I know there are some people who are on the system and been on the system since 1964, and they just don't want to work. I understand that, but you also have to take into account, where is it coming from mentally that they feel it's okay to do that. Pray for their mental state. Pray for the shock to their system that's coming, that says you're going to have to get out here and get a job, and pray that they find one. The time that y'all take to get on this app and spew venom and negativity is insane. Pray for those people.
Ain't nothing wrong with praying for them. Pray that they get it together. Pray that they get wisdom and understanding that these times are serious and it's not time to play around. It's not time to be distracted. Pray that they get clarity, and that the Most High, ultimately, they have to seek him, find him, so that they can get his protection, and that they'll be able to eat in the famine, because there are a specific group of people, a covenant that he made with a specific group of people. So first of all, we should pray that they come into knowing who he is and doing his will, so that they can be protected at this time, right? And so that they can reap the benefits and blessings from him, simply put.
You was raised in a household that taught you how to work and go out here and get it out the mud and have it go down. Not everybody was raised like that. Some people are products of their environment. Mama was on the system, grandma was on the system, grandma was a teenage mom was, some people, it's generational curses and strongholds that need to be broken.
That's true.
Pray that those people are able to do it. And the people who are working for the federal government, my heart goes out to you. Because I know what y'all checks be looking like. It's almost like you can't even go out here and work and enjoy what you worked for, and purchase what you know you can have because you worked so hard for it, because you don't know when something like this going to happen. I can only imagine the people that just became homeowners, people that just had babies, just purchased cars, made other investments. I can only imagine. Right now, instead of the negativity, right now, instead of the clickbait and the rage bait and the propaganda, it's the time for prayer. It's the time for prayer. If you're not getting on this app to pray and to speak a positive word over the people who are suffering with these issues right now, respectfully, shut up.
Thing about me, I don't take speaking the real as that's negative. It's you being real. So many people are quick to say, oh, well, that's being negative. Sometimes the truth hurts. Sometimes the way that people are living is negative, and we're calling it out, that they should be taking a positive approach. The positive would be not dependent on the system, so this couldn't happen to them, right? The positive would be people paying attention and discerning the times that we are living in, so that they would know that this was coming, and not calling us conspiracy theorists when we spoke that times like this would come, right? Not being distracted by negativity and focusing on the signs of the end times and how to maneuver through them, right? Everybody's not given discernment though, but there are messengers trying to get through to people. Many of these individuals have been blocking that message. They didn't want to hear it. They've been leaning into their own understanding, or have cognitive dissonance and thought, oh, that's not going to happen. You're crazy. Now they're seeing for themselves. Sometimes your back got to be against the wall for it to be a wake-up call, right? And that's what's going on now. Many people will be awakened through this. They'll see this is real, and they have to do something. Depending on the government, yeah, your mother might have did it, your grandma might have did it, your whole family might have did it. You might have those strongholds and generational curses on you. It takes that one person to break them. Being a product of your environment should never be an excuse. The problem with our people especially, we like to use that as an excuse for sorrow and sympathy, and as, oh, I can't do no better, basically. You could do better. You can get out of that situation. You got to want to get out of that situation. You got to want to make a change. But most of the time, people don't try. They just make excuses and become their own biggest enemy. But I am hoping the best for everybody. I'm hoping the children will be fed. I'm hoping there are people that will come together and, get through these times together. Everybody put their resources together. A barter system come about. Some type of community support. It's going to take the people in the neighborhoods to come together. There is some positivity going on in the neighborhoods with people that's trying to make changes as far as stopping violence, and maybe there will be a group of people that will start food drives, some local gardeners that might start giving out fruits and vegetables, the little that they probably can, because they got families to feed too. At the same time, this is where you need to have oil in your lamp, right? Y'all know about the story of the 10 virgins. 5 had oil in their lamp, 5 did not. It's not time for you to be coming to other people at the same time and asking for their oil. You have to be prepared yourself. People want to talk about God, but they don't want to talk about his scriptures, his commandments. They don't want to talk about the word. The word tells you how to act in these times. You want to be prepared. We're seeing people are not. Come on, let's talk about it. We can go there. The Most High talks about salvation, but also destruction in hard times as well. And we are living through the end times, which will be a lot of hard times, a lot of affliction. But the church ain't going to tell you none of that. They just gonna talk about salvation. No, it's deeper than that. Look, family, I can speak on this all day, though. I appreciate y'all for watching, family. Peace. Drop a comment below. Let me know what y'all think about this video. Shalom. I'll catch y'all on the next one.